All right, hook 'em horns. I want to thank everybody that tuned in and watched my last video, the recap on our game against OU in the Red River rivalry. Really appreciate the subscribers, the views, the comments, each and every one. I appreciate. I'm going to always do my best to comment back, and I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing these videos, and I'm going to continue to do so. Up next, we have Baylor. Baylor is going to come into Texas to DKR, and we're going to have a pretty good game, I do believe. Baylor is one of those teams that you can never, ever take them lightly. Never underestimate them. If they come in with their A game, they can be extremely dangerous, especially in the passing game. Some key things here that I've notated that I want to mention about Baylor. I never want to be one-sided. I always want to give credit where credit is due. Point out strengths, weaknesses of each and every team that we face, as well as our strengths and our weaknesses moving forward. First of all, with Baylor, let's talk about their quarterback, Charlie Brewer. Going to give you some stats here. 1,558 yards passing, 9 TDs, 2 interceptions. So very solid as a quarterback. However, he is not very prone to running the ball. And a negative there is with the quarterback. The only real true negative is that we do have the opportunity to disrupt him, as the Bears, on average, give up 3 sacks per game. I believe that our defensive coordinator, Mr. Orlando, will dial some things up from time to time against the Bears. Disrupt the pass game as much as possible. It's an opportunity for the Texas defense to not only disrupt, but to possibly cause a turnover. So I believe the Bears will have their hands full with the defense. Now, with Texas and their defense, I strongly believe that we should not blitz too early in this game until we see what we can do against their offensive line. The risk with blitzing is leaving the middle of the field open. And we've been beaten quite a bit over the middle. We do not want to see any pitch and catch things going on with the Bears and their receiving core, as they are extremely good. Very solid. We don't want that to happen. So if you blitz too much, the more guys you send, the more it opens up the middle of the field, and you definitely don't want that against this team. So I think the smart thing to do would be to really open up the blitz once, we get some long third down opportunities to do so, and maybe, once we're ahead a bit, if we manage to get ahead, I think you can start implementing the blitz a little bit more. It's a very dangerous situation to be running the blitz and leaving the middle of the field open, as I said before. So there are some stats that I just gave on Charlie Brewer. Very strong arm, not prone to running much, as I mentioned. Let's take a look at their wide receivers. The wide receivers for the Bears: Denzel Mims, extremely good, 6'3", can do some serious damage if allowed. Jalen Hurd is another one we have to watch out for. Very solid receiving core. And with a very good strong arm at quarterback, we're going to have to contain the passing game. And I believe that's going to be the focus for the Bears, is the passing game. They do have runners that have ability. But mainly I would be concerned with the passing attack. Running backs for the Bears, we have Jermichael Hasty, John Lovett, and Tristan Ebner. Hasty and Lovett are pretty much, you can look for them to run straight through the middle, trying to find an open gap, open hole through the middle of the field, so we can expect to see them on first and second down, running between the tackles mainly. Ebner is a former D-back, and he's dangerous in the receiving game. We can look for him to be utilized on the outside, possibly across the middle. Another threat, as I mentioned before, with running that blitz, leaving that running back, leaving that tight end open across the middle. We really got to pay attention to that. Veteran O-line for Baylor. They do have a veteran O-line. They haven't really produced the way that I envisioned them producing, giving up the 3 sacks per game on average. Really, got to do a good job of protecting their quarterback for them to be successful in this game. Texas defense has to do a good job of getting to that quarterback and playing, good man-to-man on the receivers when we do go to the blitz attack. Everybody's got to do their job in this game and not, be so up on the hype from our win against OU. I really loved Brecklin Hager's public service announcement video. That was really cool, man. To see the captain of the defense getting in there and making that video and saying what he said, it really spoke to me as a fan. They don't want to, hold on to that hype from that one victory. They have other goals and other intentions, and that's winning the Big 12. So I look to see the stadium rocking, ready to go, lights out, as Brecklin said, on third down. Let's get it done. Make some noise on third down. Let's see. As I mentioned before, Baylor is rushing an average of 174 yards per game. That's a pretty solid number, really. That's pretty decent. If they could pull that off against Texas, they're going to be in pretty good shape, along with the passing attack that they have. But their main focus, as I mentioned before, is definitely their passing attack. So we're going to have to watch the receivers, as I said before. Texas, we just need to continue doing what we did against OU. Continue to put the pieces together. We did have two penalties back to back. I believe they were holding penalties. We can't have that moving forward. 2 back-to-back penalties. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. We got to play disciplined football, maintain your position on offense, get set on the line, and just can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We did allow OU in that game to come back from 3 scores, and we just have to maintain discipline, definitely. The offense is looking really sharp for the Longhorns. We have some really good things going. I really enjoyed the play calls. We were mixing it up quite a bit against OU. And the week prior as well, we had the tendency to throw out some different plays. The jump pass from Little Jordan Humphreys to our quarterback, Sam Ellinger. That was a really great play that we've run the past 2 weeks. So I would like to see some different plays. That play is a great one. You don't want to overuse your trick plays, though. guys, teams will be, defensive coordinators will be looking for that. So a flea flicker, something like that, would be a little bit different. I don't know. But go to the Wildcat a little bit. Just mix it up. Keep defenses off balance. But Sam Ehlinger, can't say enough about the guys, playing extremely solid, getting better and better and better. No INTs, making really smart decisions. Our receivers are stepping up. Defense, I would like to see just a little bit more out of the defense as far as consistency. We did have an interception and a fumble in this last game. Containment, I think, is a big key. Just containing the run, containing speed, not giving up the big play. But we're playing good. We're playing pretty solid. Offensively, off of this last game, we did really, really well. We only punted the ball, I believe, twice, maybe 3 times. Can't self-destruct. You can't get on a roll and then start to fade. You just got to maintain that momentum. And I would like to see long, sustained drives. Just see how long you can keep the ball. I believe that that's going to help us moving forward against tougher opponents. Using a mix of the run and the pass, getting those first downs is going to be key moving forward. So, Texas Baylor coming up this Saturday. Tune in to the game. If you're going to the game, have a blast. Third down, get rowdy, hook 'em horns. And I will see you guys back for the Baylor recap, and you can look forward to that. I appreciate all the subs, all the likes, and all the comments. Hook 'em horns.